Hello everybody, it's Bills.com's football guy here with another video. Yeah, happy Monday, but I'm recording last week. Like I said, by the time you see this, I'm on vacation. Gonna relax a little bit, but this is what I've actually had in the can for a while, and I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do it on March 15th. That the media deal would already be announced, things would be done. I want to get this in right now. Is what's taking them so long? The Pac-12's doing their due diligence. Regardless what J.D. Wicker basket for a brain sometimes because he says things he shouldn't say. You may not like that comment, but he has a time of putting both feet in his mouth when he should be keeping his mouth shut. Somebody, please, if he's near a mic, yank him away from it. Sheesh. So, what's taking so long? I still get this question being asked of me. Why haven't the schools, they gave their notice? No, they haven't given notice. They gave their notice. They haven't formally filed notice of the conference. Why haven't they left yet? They're supposed to do that. I still get this. So, I haven't formally said anything yet. So, I'm formally doing it now. Whether anybody likes it or not. For the record, Boise State, Colorado State, Utah State, Fresno State, and San Diego State are still on the Board of Governors. Yes, they announced they were leaving for the Pac-12. Yes, they formally said that in a public statement. Yes, they signed I wouldn't even call it an MOU. It was just a press statement, press release, that they're going to join their conference. It doesn't really do anything. Legally, it doesn't do anything. Have they formally joined the Pac-12? Technically, no, they haven't. They've given an indication that they will, but based upon legal purposes, no, they haven't because there's no conference to join. Which is what I've been told repeatedly, which is why they haven't left yet. There's no conference. Until we get 8 members, we're not in a conference yet, and we want to protect ourselves. That's what they've been saying. Now, are they within their right to do so? Yes. There are some idiots in the fan bases. This isn't anybody in the leadership who say, well, if we don't get what we want, we're going to back and cancel out all their invites and do it. The stuff's done, dude. They're in. As far as I know, every vote to bring in a new member of the school takes a majority. A simple majority. 12 schools in the conference, 7 are staying. That's a simple majority. So all 5 can vote against, wouldn't matter. However, certain things like a media deal takes more than a simple majority. And I'll get into that because they're not going to do the media deal right now. But here's the thing is, Boise State, Colorado State, Utah State, Fresno State, San Diego State are on the Board of Governors. They've filed 2 lawsuits were filed. We all know this. The Pac-12 filed a lawsuit against the Mountain West saying the poaching fees were unenforceable. Originally, Colorado State and Utah State filed a lawsuit, and then Boise State joined it, saying the fact that the poaching fees were unenforceable, and the fact that they were having secret meetings and things, and having meetings without them, and the Board of Governors meetings without them. Well, regardless of what any of that is true or not, enforceable or not, unenforceable or not, what was going to happen is happening. They're going to mediation. Because that's where this was going to go in the first place. This was all negotiating tactics. Mountain West wasn't going to win. The Pac-12 was going to win. The lawyers were going to win from all the damn fees they were going to collect. Let's be real here. So, have they given a press statement to 5 schools saying they've left? Yes. Have they formally left? No. Well, they say no. The whole reason the new process is in place is because of San Diego State. Remember San Diego State? I forgot the San Diego State president's name who gave the pro rata we deserve. Good, she is never living that damn thing down. I may not be a woman. I think it is a woman who's president of San Diego State. Forgive me for that, but never living that one down. Pro rata we deserve. Just foot and mouth syndrome, courtesy of San Diego State. They teaching that as a class because good God. And by the way, J.D. Wicker basket for a brain, making statements about the media deal. Both of you need to, somebody, if they're in front of an open mic, yank them out. Both of them need to shut up. You're screwing it up for everybody else in the Pac-12. Stop talking. But they made the statement of saying we're going to go in the we're leaving the conference the pro rata we deserve, and we're going to and we're formally leaving the conference. We've given our notice. And then when the Pac-12, they thought they were getting in the Pac-12, and the Pac-12 said, no, well, we never gave notice. We never did anything. So Lori Navarez took them back. But they added an addendum, an amendment, that in addition to giving, you can't just give notice. You have to formally give notice to the conference and every member institution of the conference, as well as pay a $5,000 deposit on your exit fees. Has Boise State, Colorado State, Utah State, Fresno State, San Diego State formally given notice to the conference in writing and all the other members and paid the $5,000? No. So they're still in the conference. They're still on the Board of Governors, and they still have the right to make decisions. Now, what's holding up the media deal? They hired one original media consultancy company. They've hired Octagon, a second one. Why did they hire the second one? The first one didn't give them the money they wanted. Now they're hiring Octagon to get it. And they're still not getting the money they want. Which means you're not worth as much as they think they do. But the problem is we don't know what that amount is. We don't have a damn clue. Are they going to get a media deal? Absolutely. Problem. I wanted March 15th to be the day. Because March 31st is the deadline for any AAC school to go for that 27-month notice. They would join in 2027 because they gave notice. Actually, it was 2027. They could give notice to leave. Now, that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to leave until they have a media deal. So that's out. And they have to get this done by June. Because formal notice, departing Pac-12 schools, there is actually something in the, it's not a grant of rights. Okay, Speed Racer, whatever. In the, not really the grant of rights, but the rules, the bylaws. He's racing a dump. I'm in a truck stop here, still in Texas, and this guy is drag racing a dump truck in a truck stop parking lot. That's what you heard revving. It was a dump truck. Never said some people were smart. Anyway, June 1st in the bylaws, you have to leave the conference and formally give notice if you're going to leave for that year, for the next year. June 1st, you have to give your notice, and you have to pay the fees. Mountain West wants this done. Pac-12 wants this done. They're going to get this thing negotiated because everybody wants to do one thing: move on. And for the billionth time, sorry for yelling, no merger. It's over. It's dead. It's done. There will be two conferences based primarily in the Western United States at the FBS level. There has been two conferences primarily based at the West level before. In fact, at one point, there was three. Early 2000s, Pac-12, Mountain West, and the WAC. Remember them? There was three at one point. So having just one, you don't need to do it. You can do it. Now, a lot of the Pac-12 schools left. So we already know about this part. Now they were torn apart, and Oregon State, Washington State got left behind. But no merger. Get that thought out of your head. Everybody, please stop commenting on that. Luckily, most of you don't do it anymore, thankfully. So, one other thing I brought up. Well, there's a statement in the Pac-12 bylaws that they have to give notice. Yeah, there actually is a statement in the Pac-12 bylaws that if they formally give notice to join the conference, that they have to, within 30 days, give notice to their former conference. Is the Pac-12 enforcing it? No. Why? They're not a conference right now. How can you afford a rule about joining a conference if officially you're not even a conference? Doesn't work. So you can't enforce something if the conference technically doesn't exist. There is no Pac-12 conference. Now, if it's like they've already got 8 full members and it's the 9th full member and the 9th hasn't given notice and then another member comes in after they have 8 and they don't give notice, then you can do the fines because they're actually a conference at that point. But you're not going to be able to find all of them because you're not a conference. Because even if you add them, you still don't have 8 full members, full athletic department members yet. So that's unenforceable. So stop. I'm venting on a lot of stuff I've gotten in messages and text messages. I've been sitting on this for about several weeks, this video, because I was hoping I wouldn't have to do it if the Pac-12 was getting their media deal done. It isn't. I got mad. I was going to do this a few days earlier, but work. I'm getting my butt run. And this week, I'm being recording this, like I said last week. I'm on vacation right now. By the time you see this, I'm on vacation. So, hold on, I'm checking the notes here. Media deal. When's the Mountain West getting their media deal? Well, they should be getting their deal. They have an existing relationship with their partners and blah, 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 blah. When they're getting their media deal, Gloria Navarro's told you. Mountain West Conference Basketball Media Days. Way back. Remember that? Before the start of the season. When are you going to get your media deal announced? After the Pac-12 does theirs. But she said. Why? Remember. Buffalo. Boise State, Colorado State, Utah State, Fresno State, San Diego State are on the board of directors. Are you going to discuss a media deal with them prior to them leaving the conference? They can go tell Teresa Gould about it? No, you're not. So, it's once they leave the conference, they will do a new grant of rights. They'll be doing a temporary grant of rights. The Pac-12 is. Once all 8 members come in, they're going to do a fully ratified grant of rights. The Mountain West has done a grant of rights right now, but this is like a placeholder. Once all the new schools come in and all that happens, then they're going to do a full grant of rights. But nothing is happening until the Pac-12 leaves. They got to do their part, then the Mountain West does theirs. This is all technicalities and paperwork. Okay? So, Mountain West will get their media deal probably July. I'm figuring probably they'll announce their media deal. What was the next thing I wrote down here? Oh, yes. My next set of notes. It's getting dark around here. Now, I don't need the notes for this part. Pac-12 has had PR problems or perception of PR problems, good or bad, implied, whatever you want to say it. Is there a way they could rebuild their PR and rebuild the image just with a series of events? Yes, there is. Okay, what am I talking about? You've had problems if they don't get the media deal announced and J.D. Wicker made a statement and it doesn't happen in time. It looks bad. It looks bad. Is there a way to build this up? Yes. You have to build. No double announcing anything. I would make this a requirement. Teresa Gould, I doubt you're watching this, but if you are, you don't announce 2 things at the same time. At all. Your reputation is down in the toilet damn near, publicly from some people. You need to build and build and build and build and get the reputation up. And the only way that's going to happen is you do positive after positive after positive after positive after positive and keep building. You can't do double. It overshadows it. Step, step, step. Keep going up. First thing you do. We've announced the media deal. Formally what it is, give the press conference. A couple days later, you announce that the schools have signed a temporary grant of rights and they have formally joined the conference and given their notice and paid their fees to leave the Mountain West. They are formally a part of the Pac-12. That's a separate conference. That's a positive again. After that, you announce the new schools. Now, if you have multiple, one and then another, not at the same time, boom, boom, we got a media deal. Boom, we've got all the members are coming in. The Mountain West schools are coming in. Boom, you announce the fact you've got a football school. Most likely it's going to be Texas State. Could be a curveball somewhere. We don't know. Coming in. Then there's another one or other ones, you add them in. Boom. But I would do before that, it would be, realistically, now that I think about it, first step, announce the media deal. Second step, formally announce the members. Third step, Teresa Gould, public release, video statement. Pac-12 is a conference that is going to rebuild its image to become the new Conference of Champions. We are back in business, and we are looking to expand. New, hashtag new beginnings or whatever hashtag you want to use. Wait a few days. Boom. Texas State or wherever the member is, boom. Another member in, boom. If you can somehow, some way get a partial, you're not going to get a full scheduling agreement with the Big East, but you might be able to do a 4 or 5, top 4 or 5 schools, home and home. One year, one the other, with 4 schools in the Big East to get that build up. You probably won't get the whole conference, but you probably can do the top 4 basketball schools. That'd probably be the best move. So you say you probably won't get all of it, but if you do the top 4, a home and home, doesn't have to be the top 4 in the Big East. You just need to get 4 Big East schools. You need to do something to build this up. We're starting our partnership. That's a positive. You add that on top of that. There's little things you can do. Also during this period of time, as a separate announcement, boom, Pac-12 Enterprises announced that they have done deals with whoever. If you have deals with the Pac-12 Enterprises, don't announce any of them right now. Wait. Add that to your climb. One after the other, after the other, after the other, where you're building and building and building and building and building and building and building. Do them in a group kills the momentum. One at a time. Now, you want to get a rush to get it over with. I get it. But you want to be a powerhouse again? You need to build. One after the other. Media deal signed. Pac-12, Mountain West Schools, formerly part of the Pac-12. Back in business. Formally back in rebuilding the Conference of Champions, Pac-12. Whatever hashtag, we get it. First school, Texas State, most likely, whoever. Another school, maybe St. Mary's, whoever. We don't know. Boom, add that in. Pac-12 Enterprises is making a deal with such and such. Boom. One at a time. Not multiples. One at a time. Unless the other company's going to announce. They've already been announced by another company. You may do that as one hashtag, as a reminder to everyone of what Pac-12 Enterprises is doing. Refresh everyone's memory. And about Pac-12 Enterprises, about the money generated, you don't know. You don't know what Pac-12 Enterprises revenue is generating, because the fact is, realistically, you're not going to know till 2027, 2028. Because you have to have a full season of all members of Pac-12 games. Because fiscal years, athletic years, not the same. So, you need to change this up. You need to add a little more light in here. It was bright as hell over there earlier. Now I need some light in this thing. You need to do that. This is the one thing somebody was asking me, what do you mean build? One after the other. Pac-12 Enterprises announcer, you could do that as right after you announce the fact you're back in business. Separate announcement, Pac-12 Enterprises. Remind everybody of all the existing deals you have. Like I said, you're not going to know fully what Pac-12 Enterprises is going to be doing, because you're going to have a full year. And you're going to have to complete a year of athletics. And the problem is, with the Pac-12 starting July, 2026 doesn't count. 2027 would be the year, because that'd be a full year, January, December, of everything going on. So you're not going to find out that until 2028. It's going to take time. But remind people, we have this deal. Another of all the deals that you already have in place. Formally remind everybody of what we're doing and we're adding to rebuild and to build on there. Build to get whatever Figure out the hashtag you're promoting. Add it to that. Every new deal you add, separate announcement. But you're getting what I'm saying. One after the other, 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 after the other. Keep building. A little bit of good news, considering the fact there's been lots of bad news, will do good for the Pac-12 faithful. Will do good for them. We're on there. We're building and building. We're growing. We're growing. And keep doing things like this. Keep doing on there. It's like you also have, this is one thing Pac-12 fans can announce me. Oregon State, Washington fans will know this better than I do. Do you have media consultants? Then I don't mean Octagon. I mean somebody who's like a separate PR firm outside of the conference who can promote activities and do other things like that, who's currently under contract. If not, get one. Who can highlight on their community activities, stuff in the community for each university, pump on there, there's goodwill community. Pick something like that for the entire conference to do. Highlight for helping out the homeless, or positive community goals publicly out there. Every bit of positive PR helps, and you need all of it. None of it at the same time. Build, 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 build. That's what you're going to need to do. I've run my mouth long enough. It's time for you to tell me what you think down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video, as it's getting dark here in Texas. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. A lot to get into. A lot I've talked about. Do you agree? I think most of you do. Build. No multiple announcements. The only multiple announcement you should do is all 5 core schools coming together as one group. That could be technically a multiple announcement. That's the only one that should be done. Individual, everything. Pac-12 productions, individual schools coming in, media deal, community outreach, whatever. Everything, one at a time. Positive. Every new deal, Pac-12 production, positive. Keep adding up and building. Everything positive. Keep it going. Do you agree that's the best way to go? I think it's to rebuild the public image, to remind everybody of an educational conglomerate, or whatever you want to call it about it. Publicly, those who have forgotten, remind them. Because those who think the Pac-12 is gone to what it was, if you want to bring it back to what it was, you need to remind them of what you have. Public refresher of everything. It's going to be mundane, but it needs to be done. So, let me know what you think about all this in the comments section. There's a little bit to get into here. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Check out some other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. Trying to reach 1K subscribers. Maybe one day we'll eventually get there. We can start doing some fun stuff. Like, I've been asked to do live streams. I said, when I get 1K, I'll do live streams. I was planning on doing is like do a live stream within a few days after I hit 1K, and actually plan on being a little bit more than 1K, so that way I don't drop below 1K during the live stream, which would extraordinarily piss me off. But to do live streams, start doing those on the channel. I get to 1K, there will be live streams, and it's really starting to get dark, so I better wrap this up. I still got sunlight, so I don't want to turn this stupid high on. So, like I said, like the video and subscribe if you want to. If you want to follow me on X, the link will be in the description. So thanks everybody for watching here from the dark tomb. But like I said, the Pac-12 has somewhat of a negative PR image. I think this is a way, this was explaining everything in this video and how to rebuild the Pac-12 PR. So, thank you for watching this video. Everybody's enjoying their Monday. Be safe. I'm in the land of darkness, and please be good to each other.